really strong bench.
Big game, isn't it, ahead of the big day. And driving us home for Christmas from the Emirates, it's Alan Smith and Rob Hawthorne.
Before going on to win the league, and City are emerging as Arsenal's most credible threat again. They're already in the last four. Has generally kept it strong on the bench, although 16-year-old defender Marley Salmon does make the squad after figuring in the last two matches. What a welcome.
He hasn't started the game for a long time. Good to see him back.
A precursor to taking the title. They did it twice, 10 years apart, under Jose Mourinho. And Kepa played forward by William Saliba. Crystal Palace, of course, have a taste for trophies now after lifting the FA Cup in May. The price of success is the fixture pile-up they're facing at the moment. They have injuries and gives the ball away to Mikel Merino. And here is Noni Madueke, who spent part of his youth development at Palace, getting his cross in. Miles Lewis Skelly, for whom this is a big evening. He hasn't figured so much in the Premier League this season. Hasn't started in the competition.
And he's young, but developing.
What he has done is start a couple of World Cup qualifiers, so he's still very much in Thomas Tuchel's thoughts. It is really the back four that Mikel made 10 changes from the win over Palace in the league for the following match against Brighton.
That's a user.
Gabriel looks like he's injured at the moment. Martinez slipped this through. Madueke, though, strikes it straight at the goalkeeper.
Where he's normally more...
Jefferson Lerma. Mitchell's made one of those energetic runs of his, but Urian Timber bunched up immediately in front of Kepa Arrizabalaga. First by Merino, and then Jesus claiming it. It's Calafiori who's been keeping Lewis Skelly out of the team in his preferred role as left-back. Gets it back here from Wood. Skelly finding Eza, whose acrobatics decided this fixture when it was played in the Premier League. I mentioned those two players, and again it shows just how spoilt for choice Mikel Arteta is. Major trophy in their history, and Tyrick Mitchell part of that big day.
It's been an awkward spell, hasn't it, for Arsenal generally.
Calafiori trying to reach out to Martinelli, but here they have been unbeatable. 9 home wins in a row, but they're under pressure here. Mitchell has been getting forward plentifully.
Well, he had acres there, didn't he? Urian Timber is in field, way out of position. He tried to get involved in that, and look at the green grass in front of him.
He has registered a couple this season, Tyrick Mitchell. One in the Premier League, one in the Conference League. There's Christian Norgard. Just off the ball involving Merino, and
in and around that starting 11, but he's been invaluable at times.
He's been needed up front again, and always seems to risk his header. Here's Eza turning away from Eddie. There's Calafiori from Merino. Palace were actually ahead by this stage of this fixture. Here's Norgard, who's played at the back in a previous round for Arsenal in this season's competition. Martinelli beyond Merino and Eza. And this is Eddie Nketiah. Just about got it back to Chris. This is Urian Timber. Miles Lewis-Skelly. Being held off by Mark Gahey, who gets it clear.
Not going to be easy to get down the sides of those central defenders.
He's perfectly happy with. He's got players who are comfortable in it. Richards on the right side being one of them. Adam Wharton. This is Lerma. Lacroix. Jesus' hat-trick, and Ketia actually scored on that occasion back at his old club. Here's Eza. Here on with Martinelli finding Madueke, who couldn't take the chance, and here goes Martinelli again taking on Combo and whipping in Waken by their former player. As they're lifting it in, and it did create a bit of danger, still has. Martinelli though gets the shot all wrong in the end, but there were a couple of touches in there that would have caused a few flutters in the Palace backline.
Yeah, few appeals for handball. Once the flick on by Norgard happens, it's going to be
produced. So did get a clear. Here's Norgard and Martinelli. It's Lewis-Skelly.
Arsenal playing in Palace's half. Palace just trying to counter when they do get the opportunity. Yeah.
So not even VAR would have given that one, we assume?
No, I don't think so.
They won. Madueke to get the better of Tyrick Mitchell here. It's a good battle, that. To Gabriel Jesus. Jesus. Trido holding him up, and Richards.
And you can imagine how much they spoke about conceding those set pieces since then at Leeds. There had to be a little bit of scar tissue in the first game afterwards. No, he wasn't happy. But his players have given him an awful lot this season. It's just trying to fend him off, in all fairness, and the fact Pino's a little... Yeah, he certainly... Oh, isn't it? Munoz offered so much going forward as well. Got a goal in him. Really hit the ground running when he arrived at